a little bit of a mission today. I have 105 varieties of seeds, vegetables, fruits, herbs, and I am going to do some starters today. I have these little kind of pre-made peat pucks, and Ryan's working on the greenhouse today, so I have to get a whole bunch of starters started. Got my gloves so that I don't get my hands all dirty. No judging. It's always so hard to clean your nails after, don't you find? We have my big vegetable garden specifically for the Canadian North, for our cold climate up here. Although it's not cold everywhere in Canada. We are more on the west coast. We're also northern, so where we are is kind of cold. We don't all live in igloos. Vegetable seed multi-pack. So there's 20 different varieties, from beans, beets, carrots, cauliflower, you name it. Celery, corn, cucumber, kale, lettuce, peas, spinach, like literally everything that a person could ever want. So I have these packs, which I actually could use. They're Heirloom, non-GMO, and non-hybrid. But I also have this, which is something that I bought this past year. And we have 105 varieties of seeds. So this is like a survival seed vault. And it's non-GMO again. It's heirloom seeds and open pollinated, all of these things. There's a lifetime guarantee to this kit, and I just had to have it. So there are 19,645 seeds in this box. Now, I don't think I'm going to plant all of them this year. But with my new greenhouse, the world's my oyster. It came with a lock on here. I don't know if I want to open this up yet. Because if I open it, then, like, is that it? Like, how long do seeds last for? Anyways. So I'm kind of interested. I'm interested, or should I wait until our new greenhouse comes? I suppose I could always buy these again. So I'm really not sure. I also have my regular seeds that I can use, the West Coast seeds. I had several of our subscribers point me to some other seeds, but in order to get them here quickly, because we have a short growing season here, I have to get on this really, really quickly. But this, I have been so looking forward to. So we are going to follow the directions with these little pucks. I think you just have to cover them with warm water, kind of unfurl them a little bit, poke the seed in, and then cover them with this little dome. It's almost like a little greenhouse dome, but you keep it inside. And once it starts to sprout and it goes through its various stages, it's time to take them outside, acclimatize them, and we'll be putting them in the greenhouse. So I would say that that can probably start in a couple weeks because things sprout really quickly. There's so much light here as well. And we have a nice little place in the cabin here to put our seedlings. So we get to do this now. The thing is, what do we want to plant? We brought to the island 4 fruit trees. We have 2 plum, 2 apple. You have to have at least one of each so that they can cross-pollinate. And we've been learning things. Then we've got strawberries. We have 6 grape plants for our own little vineyard. And then we have blueberries, a special kind of blueberries, raspberries, potatoes. We're going to be planting that in a bigger bin. And all of these things are still going to be in buckets in our greenhouse because we want to have a geothermal greenhouse at some point. So this is just the beginning, and we just are really excited because we want food that we're going to be able to eat again. We actually ate our own lettuce last year. So granted, the greenhouse was not much to write about. I built it myself. It was the pots and a piece of plastic over top of them. Not exactly what I had planned for, but then we were running out of time. We also had some family health issues that made it impossible for me to tend those things without being here. And I was away a lot. I flew to the UK 5 separate times in about 10 months. I would not for any price on earth have missed that time that I spent with my family. And I will just always treasure that time. Now, on with the seed planting. What do we decide to plant? So I know for sure I love butter crunch lettuce. We have to have tomatoes. We do have a couple of tomato plants out there as well, and a zucchini. I want cucumbers, so I'm going to plant cucumbers here today, and maybe a couple more zucchini, onions, and just all the things that, I guess whenever I think of a really great, wonderful big salad, what would I have in it? And so it doesn't really serve us too much to plant radishes, although I may, but none of us like them. But we should eat them because they're healthy for you. So I am not adverse to trying new things and new vegetables, and I want to know what's the most hardy out here. I want to know what's tasty. And I know carrots, it seems like at our home base when I tried carrots, it literally took forever, and then they were like that long and that wide, and they weren't good and they were bitter. So I must have done something wrong and I don't know what it was, but I've only ever done it one time. So here I suppose we could try carrots. I'm just excited to try all the new things. And maybe, do you think it'd be wisest just for this time not to go into our vault, but to go into our veggie seed multi-pack? I think that makes sense because there's 20 varieties. There's no way I'm going to be able to do all of them. I think we're going to go with this. Let's see what it looks like when you open them up. Little packages of things. Let's take them all out. Oh, wow. Hey, these are neat. And there's growing instructions on all of them too. We've got red beets, pumpkin, cucumbers, corn. We've got snowball cauliflower. I love cauliflower. Acorn squash, Scotia tomatoes, romaine lettuce here, sugar snap peas. You know what's really neat is that they have the instructions. So as soon as soil can be worked again, and then again in July to August. So they have all the information on this package about how high it's going to be, the row spacing, the depth, and how long it's going to take. So for instance, these are going to take 70 days. So that would mean in August, and that works. That works for us. So we could have peas by August. Ooh, we could have these beans in 51 days. I love that about these special seeds. This is really great. The romaine lettuce matures in 72 days. Okay. Just about all of these veggies that we have here take about 70 to 75 days. We've got cucumbers. They only take 60 days. So within 2 months, we could be chewing on a cucumber. That'd be nice. The Detroit dark red beet. So now I think, okay, what about corn? Whoa. Wow, really? Okay, it has to be well-fertilized soil. We got it. Germination takes 7 to 10 days, and maturity takes 63. So if we planted one of these, would we get one corn? I don't really know. Wait until the soil is at least 18 degrees to plant. If it's too cold or rains too much, these seeds will quickly rot. Corn is tricky to grow. Anyways, we're going to start some of them at least. I mean, we're in June. It's not completely lost. I'll show you my process. Now I'm getting excited. So here we go. We are going to add about 1.5 inches of water to this tray of pucks. And then once they swell to about 1 inch high, I will take the netting off from around the puck and fluff up the peat a little bit and then plant my seed in it. So here it goes. I added more water. It's probably about 1 inch. And so now they're all just starting to puff up a little. You can see that. And once they've puffed up enough, I'll move aside some of that netting. They look like those little tiny chocolate brownies from Costco. Well, these look pretty much ready to go. I think peat's a really good way to start seeds, actually. And we've got a whole bunch of really good soil. So about 3 or 4 seeds. Just put a couple in each. And it should be in each about a 1/4 inch deep. Cucumbers. Let's do it. So about 1 inch deep. Okay, so do we just do one then? Just one seed? We're gonna take these peas, put them at about 1 inch deep on row number 4. Okay. How's that? I don't know. That one just didn't look healthy to me. Okay. We're gonna do 3 more. This is where it gets really fun. To see if the things that you plant actually come to fruition. We're gonna do row number 6. Are onions. Non-GMO onions. Oh. Wow, like it's hard to even see, isn't it? The Detroit dark red beets. It's probably just the one that you put in there. Now, these are cabbage. Oh, are those cute? Look at those little round, tiny little wee seeds. Ryan is actually going to build me some raised beds, so I don't think I am going to do everything in bucket. Oh no, 2 of them went in there somewhere. Yikes. I don't know, do I put 1? I think I better put 2, just for good measure. Now maybe I won't have a good crop. Okay, this is kind of fun. A real pumpkin that I make. Actually love roasted pumpkin seeds. Three squash and 3 cucumbers. That is the squash. Okay. There we go, everybody. Everything's been planted. I have kept track of the date. I have kept track of the rows and what I planted in them. So right there, we have 72 different plants that are going to go in our greenhouse in a couple of weeks. And now the waiting game begins. And all we have to do is wait and watch those sprouts come up. And this is the fun part. Okay, we'll check in and we'll do little updates and see how everything goes. But like in a couple of years, we're gonna have a different kind of greenhouse, a little bit bigger. And we're hoping to grow a lot of different varieties of food then. And we're gonna go and put our fruit trees out, our grapevines out, our raspberries, blueberries, and don't forget, we have a big bounty of Saskatoons coming this year. So that's exciting. And I just had a dear old friend let me know that I could message her to get the best Saskatoon pie recipe ever. So I'm going to be doing that. And you know who you are. Bye for now.